Coach Cheyenne. Welcome back to part 3 of our Pace of Play series with my dear friend Joe Higgins, who is a coach of wheelchair basketball and a recreational golfer. Today we're going to talk about the movement through and on the golf course. What does that look like from the green after you're done putting to the tee box? And we're going to show you his handy dandy turf chopper. It's real fun. Let's get started. So Joe and I are gonna head to the putting green. He's gonna show you how the turf chopper goes, but also, what did you want to tell them before we get going?
So moving around the golf course starts at the first tee. So I'm gonna try to beat my group to the first tee so that I'm ready.
Got it. So right now we're gonna go to the putting just to show them what putting looks like, and then to the tee box. But he's going to beat me there.
Okay.
Can you believe that Joe beat me to the green? Look at him, he's already ready to rock and roll. I'm still making my way here. So like he mentioned, he stops his cart at the apron and he's making his way. Let me grab my stuff. All right, Joe.
Okay.
So what you've said is that on the fairway or whatever it is, I've hit my shot and you've already started making your way to the putting green, making sure you're not the last person to swing or hit, right?
That's right.
So you beat us to it because it takes you an extra second or two to get onto the green.
Right.
Okay, so now we're on here. My ball is there. So would you just grab yours? Let's say yours has it. You just put yours right beside mine?
Yeah. So this is where if I have already had 2 or 3 shots and I want to see what 1 or 2 putts looks like, I'll either put my ball down beside yours, or the other thing I like to do to save energy is just put my ball near
right
my
here.
cart, and this will be my first putt.
Okay, let's see it. Like that, I love
Okay.
that. So then do you bother with having to go tap it in, or do you just tell the person to pick up the ball?
Okay, that's a great question. The first thing I do is I decide how I'm doing on this hole.
Okay.
So if I'm going to go bogey or double bogey, I might want to play my shot as it was designed.
Okay.
If I'm getting close to double par, I might just say everything is a 2-putt.
Ooh, okay.
So I got my ball,
Yes.
no energy required. I get ready for my putt. Now, while I'm doing that, Cheyenne is getting set up for hers
Okay.
because we're playing ready.
I am playing ready.
So she
Achanta.
looks at me, she sees I'm ready.
You are ready. Yes.
My routine that I practiced at home.
Yes. Great putt. So then I would just automatically.
Now you putt,
Okay. And then what do you do? Are you telling me to pick this up after?
you betcha.
Okay.
Take mine away. Nice shot.
So I grab yours for you and then grab mine. Oh, and look, Joe's already headed to his cart. I understand.
And I'm off.
You're
Uh,
already off.
Yeah. And Cheyenne will bring my ball to the next tee.
Huh. How
That's
do you
why I
like
don't
that?
fall in love with a golf ball.
I love that. Okay, so I have just putted. I've picked up your ball. Usually we wouldn't be hanging out chatting over here, but for the sake of you two, we're doing this. So I've putted. You've already gotten on your cart and you're already headed to the next tee box, correct?
That's
As
right.
I'm picking up the golf balls, I have your ball as well. If you notice, we're not sitting over here writing scores down or asking what you got, or none of that happens on the green. I am coming straight away. I'm grabbing my bag because you would have already been on your way to the next hole. And then I'm walking and catching up to you. Now, are you already doing your practice swings and getting set up at the next tee box?
So this is where I read my group.
Okay.
So Cheyenne wanted to tell me about how good Robin golf is being or the new club she's trying out.
Yep.
I say, that's great. Let's talk about that at the next tee.
Got it. So he's not wasting any time over here, and neither should any of the beginner golfers. They shouldn't be just la-di-da-ding or upset about the last ball that they've put or they've got 7 putts or whatever the case is. They're already picking their stuff up and headed to the next tee box. So you would be at the next tee box waiting for your group to get there, already ready and prepared with your extra golf ball and all of that. So that's what it looks like for you specifically from the tee box to the green. You're moving, you're flowing. And do people in your group usually get the vibe quite fast? Like, okay, this is how Joe like keeps up with pace of play? Or do they ask you questions or do you just let them know?
So oftentimes people are looking for a role model for pace of play and for how we're going to play this round of golf. So I encourage all good golfers out there, people that golf all the time, be a mentor. Show people how to enjoy pace of play and encourage them to move on. So yes, people are going to always ask me questions about how I putt, how do I move around, where do I get my golf balls, and I always say, yeah, I'll get you at the next hole, and I'll ask the person that golfs here all the time, who is a really good golfer, hey, can you lead us to the next hole?
Perfect. And then they start off.
That's right.
Perfect.
And then we set a standard of enjoy and celebrate everyone's success, whether you're somebody who is a scratch golfer or somebody who is new to the game or someone who plays one and skips one.
I love that. Okay, so obviously when you pulled your turf chopper out, I was super intrigued by it. So kind of let people know, why do you have this? How do they get it? Tell us all things about this.
So in adaptive golf, there are many tools out there that are on the market to help people with different levels of disability enjoy the game of golf.
Okay.
So there are golf carts that are designed to go on the green, like Solar Rider and Paragolf. There are single riding golf carts coming out, like the Turf Chopper and some other ones that are not designed to go on the green, but are very comfortable just going on the apron.
Right.
And for most golf courses, they have what they call a flag. So if you go in and you say, do you have a flag to mark my golf cart so that I can go on the apron? They'll give you a flag that has a little disability sign on it so that you're identified as somebody who
is allowed to.
That's right.
Got it. Because I've also done a video on where you should be putting your golf carts, where you should be pushing your push carts, all of that. So this is very helpful. I did not cover that in that video of mine. So my last question to you is, okay, so you're on the chopper, but also it's not only for people that maybe have some form of disability. It could be for somebody that has hurt their ankle, has a knee issue, can't walk with their hip issue, or literally just can't walk fast enough to keep up with pace of play, correct? So it's really for anyone with any kind of mobility or just wanting to go through the game faster.
So golf is a game for life.
It is.
But your body might not agree, so you have to use some tools in the toolbox that will help you. So a single riding golf cart does just that. So if you're somebody who fatigues during a round, if you're somebody who has a bad back or a bad knee or has a hip replacement, maybe the Turf Chopper increases the number of rounds you can play a year.
I love that. Love every second of that. Well, hold on 1 second.
He heard the word Turf Chopper and he said, hey, I can do that.
Right. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, as I mentioned in the past 2 videos, make sure you leave it in the comments below. This is a safe space, so none of your questions will be silly or something that you're embarrassed to ask. Just leave them in the comments below and Joe or myself will be there to answer them. As you know, you can always DM me on Instagram as well. I'll leave all of Joe's information also in the description below, so you can always reach out to him. Any last things you want to leave them with before we head out?
So the only thing I would leave you with, if you're a person with a limitation or a disability, visually impaired, somebody who has paralysis, somebody who is an amputee, and you're looking to play a great game, check with your local provincial organizations to see if they have any programming for accessible golf for all.
Love that. Great. I really want to sincerely thank Joe for coming in this 3-part series. I hope it's really helped you guys. So the next time you're paired with any kind of golfer, beginner, having somebody with mobility issues, or an adaptive golfer, you now know, have that open communication. They'll tell you how they like to play and make it fun for everyone, as long as you keep up with pace of play. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you already haven't, and we'll see you next time.